Hey, are we up and running?
We are live. Before we get started, Amy, there's an Alan Robertson. Do you know which complaint?
Yes, he's the complainant on 781.
Okay, so I'll let him know. We'll admit him. And Molly, we are live.
Well, I know the second I start talking, it's going to say now recording. So might as well get going relative to that. Okay. I call to order this meeting of the Complaint Review
It does that on purpose, just when you
Mhm.
start speaking.
All righty. I call to order this meeting of the Complaint Review Committee. At the meeting, the committee members will discuss and consider the complaint, the answer, and any other materials that have been submitted. We will vote to determine whether violations and sanctions are appropriate and recommend to the commission or to recommend to the commission that the complaint be dismissed. I think we need to call roll first before I go any further.
Miss Pella,
I am present.
Miss Ariel,
Present.
Miss Ede Meadows,
Present.
Miss Usher.
Present.
Madam Chair, you have a quorum.
Excellent. Is there anybody present that's not on the board or not on the committee?
Your commission members present, Amy Smith, myself, Vina Mohan, your staff members present, Amy Smith, Vina Mohan, prosecutor for the commission, Melinda Saucedo, our compliance manager, and myself, and Thais Holcomb, our judicial administrative assistant.
Excellent.
And
Miss
Mr. Robertson, I believe, has joined us. He is here on one of our matters.
Excellent. My comments then will really be for Mr. Robertson. I think in this regard, Mr. Robertson, this is not a contested hearing. You'll be given an opportunity to speak relative to your complaints and some answer any questions that any of the members may have. Your participation at this meeting is at my discretion, but I can assure you that since you've taken the time to be here, two things. Number one, we will move yours to the top of the list since you're the only one here, I believe, or the top of the agenda. And second of all, you'll have full opportunity to tell us anything that you may want to, any additional information. None of the complainants are here, is that correct? I'm sorry, respondents, excuse me.
Correct.
Okay. Then I don't know that I need to tell Mr. Robertson what happens next afterwards, other than there will be an opportunity. Once we make a decision, it will go before the board, and you will receive information relative to that hearing and that meeting, and should you choose to participate in that as well. Remind me, Ms. Smith, which case is his?
Olivia Mata, cause number 0781.
Okay. Are there any remarks from the director?
Other than to thank you all for your time and express our appreciation, as always, for your willingness to participate in this. I recognize you all have day jobs aside from this, and so you make the time to help the system of justice work efficiently and in an orderly fashion, and that's appreciated. Also, it goes without saying that none of this would be possible without the work of our staff, Ms. Mohan, Ms. Saucedo, Ms. Smith, and Ms. Holcomb, and they have put together, I think, an efficient and appropriate agenda for your consideration today.
Couldn't agree more. And you took the words right out of my mouth. And I want to thank everybody that's participating in this call for their time here today, recognizing we all have other things happening in our lives. Um, uh, as I indicated, I'm going to call the agenda items out of order to accommodate Mr. Robertson, since he's the only one that is present with us here today. So in that regard, I will call what is listed as 3C on the agenda in the matter of Olivia Mata, cause number 0781.
On December 9th, 2024, Alan Robertson filed a complaint against Olivia Mata, alleging the respondent was not certified when she reported his client's deposition. According to her answer in interview, the respondent erroneously assumed she had a 90-day window to renew her court reporting certification and believed she was active at the time she reported the deposition. She denied any intentional misconduct.
We did find violations of Texas Government Code 154.101B1 and 154.101E. And we're recommending a reprimand and a penalty of $500 due within 6 months after the date of the final quarter.
Thank you. Mr. Robertson, for your benefit, on behalf of myself and my other committee members as well, I can assure you that we have read all of the information that you've provided to us. And so there's no need to reiterate or go through all of that information again, as we spend a decent amount of time sort of preparing for this. At this point, we will discuss this matter. If we have any questions, we will certainly ask them of you, in addition to let you provide any information that we may not have in front of us. And so with that, I would like to open it up for discussion amongst the committee members. Awesome. I have some questions. So my first question to my fellow court reporters is, the allegation or sorry, not the allegation, but the response was that she erroneously thought that she had a 90-day window. Is there, without any other context, is there any basis for that? Is that something that changed? Is it a recent thing?
I don't think so.
I've been certified since 1998 and we've never had a window.
No.
And I've been since 95, there wasn't a window.
Okay. So your certification ends on X day. It ends on X day. There's not a grace period. There's not anything afterwards.
No.
Okay.
Correct. And you shouldn't be reporting until you've received confirmation of your renewal and approval.
Yes, and
Mr. Oh, go ahead.
I see that she was certified in September of 2009 and should have been well aware of that.
All right. Mr. Robertson, I do have a couple of questions for you, if you don't mind.
I'd be happy to answer any questions you have.
Thank you, sir. The issue that you, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but this became an issue because the information you received from the court reporting firm, you couldn't print it. It was locked. It didn't have the exhibits, that type. There was a problem with the record in that regard. Is that right?
Correct.
There wasn't any issue with the timeliness or of the accuracy, in your opinion, with respect to the actual record that Ms. Mata produced, right?
Not in terms of the transcript itself. Initially, we received a face sheet for this to indicate that the deposition had been taken in Williamson County, Texas. My understanding is that the deposition is deemed to have been taken wherever the witness is, and the witness was sitting in the conference room of my law office in Longview, which is in Gregg County. So that, coupled with everything else that the committee has already heard, suggested that this was something was amiss.
But you don't have any complaints relative to the accuracy, but for the fact that the record that you received wasn't printable and didn't have the exhibits and everything as prepared by the firm, we may not be sitting here today. Is that correct?
Completely correct. And subsequent information has allowed me to determine that the source of kind of the genesis of the complaint, not being able to access the transcript, print it, or allow my client to review it in a printed format, that came from the individual with the court reporting firm license, not Ms. Mata.
I was going to say that it seems like there's two separate issues. There's one against the reporter and one against the firm.
Right. And I think that the only thing that we need to consider is the fact that she was reporting while her license was not valid. And I don't want to say because of a technicality, because it's not, and that's what you guys are assuring me that it's not, and it's certainly not a technicality. And so Mr. Robertson, thank you. I don't want to penalize Ms. Mata for the mistakes that the firm made. It seems like she turned in the record. It was timely. She did everything that she needed to do outside of the glaring issue, but that just formatting and processing and everything else from the firm then caused Mr. Robertson's problems amongst others. And so,
And I would add only that we didn't know that at the time we made the complaint. And so I appreciate the work of the committee and the Judicial Branch Certification Commission to assess that out. And again, you know, the going through the legal process, which I think the committee members have before them, we were able to determine that the basis for the genesis of these complaints is the fault of the court reporting firm, not the individual reporter. And so in light of that, I'm completely in agreement that Ms. Mata does not need to be punished for the sins, so to speak, of the court reporting firm. What the proposed sanction seems entirely reasonable given this very comparatively minor sort of issue.
thank you, Mr. Robertson. To my other committee members, what do you guys think?
I think the proposed penalty of, oh, now I had it on my screen and now I just lost it. The $500 fine. I mean, I think that's fine, because one of the things we're supposed to know are the rules for our certification. I know that JBCC sends out the notice about your license will need to be, that it's expiring and it needs to be renewed. So, you know, I understand everybody makes mistakes, and she thought she had that 90-day window, but you know, you get enough notice from the JBCC and it's something we're supposed to know. And, you know, we all worked really hard for this license, and we all know when we need to renew. I've got dates on my calendar.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Thanks, Karen.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think the recommendation is spot on.
Okay. Is there any further discussion?
No, I agree with the committee as well.
Okay. I mean, the answer is that there's a bright line rule and it's very black and white, and you guys are assuring me that there's plenty of notice. And I thought I had 10 hours, but then it was an hour and a half. I was an hour and a half short, and I thought I had a 90-day window. I don't know. But that 90-day window doesn't seem to be based on anything. Why she thought suddenly in 2025 or 2024 she had it, when since 2009 it's never been. So anyway,
And I also have to
Yeah, and I
point-
agree. Yeah, go ahead, Karen. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Janice. When I read the part about her hours, I just know this from personal experience. When I needed to renew my firm license, I thought I didn't have enough hours and knew I needed to get it before my firm license expired. And you can go on, I think it's the JBCC website, and you can pick from any number of seminars that are listed there to get them. You don't have to wait for an actual seminar put on by one of the two associations in the state. So I kind of took a little issue with that, because just I knew that from my own experience. I was going to sit down. I was going to need to sit down and watch something and get the additional hours I needed. So.
okay. Is there any further discussion? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that the committee accepts the staff recommendation for the penalty.
I
Is
second.
Is your motion, sorry, before we second, is your motion that we accept the staff recommendation for a reprimand and an administrative penalty of $500 due within 6 months after the date of the final order, and a finding for a violation of Texas Government Code 154.101B1 and 154.101E?
Yes, ma'am, you said it way better than I could have.
Excellent. With that being Ms. Usher's original motion, is there any second to that motion?
I second it.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 All those opposed? All right, Mr. Robertson, you've heard our recommendation that will go to the JBCC. I believe that you'll receive some correspondence and communication about sort of the next steps if you choose to participate further in this process. And we really appreciate your time being here today.
Certainly. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. We'll move on to the next matter and have a great weekend.
Thank you. May I be excused?
Of course. Thank you.
You bet.
Those lawyers are nice folks asking to be excused.
Ms. Pella,
Nice.
you're used to getting you to be the one to ask that question.
That
You're
is
not used to
correct.
being the one to
That
answer
is-
that, are you?
What a great Friday. We're all done here. No. Okay, let's keep going. Put it on my resume. Let me see here. I have a procedural question. I was gonna call agenda item 2A and 2B, the matters of Jennifer Hall, together. Is there any reason that we need to address them separately?
No, I think they have the same sanction.
Okay. Then in that case, I will call for discussion in the matter of Jennifer Hall, cause number 0779, and also in the matter of Jennifer Hall, cause number 0832.
For cause number 0779, on December 6th, 2024, Stacy Lee Sanfilippo filed a complaint against Jennifer Hall, alleging that the respondent was unresponsive to the complainant's request for status updates and failed to provide a deposition transcript. Per the answer, the respondent apologized and admitted to all of the allegations. For cause number 832, on April 3rd, 2025, Melinda Saucedo, Commission Compliance Manager, filed a complaint against Jennifer Hall, alleging that the respondent failed to file the record timely with the appellate court. The respondent did not provide an answer or interview. However, her certification was revoked prior to the complaint being filed.
We did find violations in both cases. In 0779, we found violations of Code of Ethics 4B1, 7E, 8E, 10M. For 0832, we found violations of 4B1, 5B, 8B, 10F, and for both, we're seeking the permanent revocation of her court reporter certification.
I want to make sure that, thank you very much. I want to make sure that I have the timing of this correct. And so the first complaint that's on the docket, the 0779, was filed in December, which was before her license, before we took action relative to her license in February of 2025, correct?
Yes.
But the second complaint, the 0832, is in April of 2025, which was after a decision in February, and is based on, but still based on actions or whatever else that preceded the action, the reprimand, or well, I'll get it right. But
She was still
precedes,
certified, yeah.
yes, but precedes before the February 2025 date. So I guess my question is, arguably, if we had had these matters before us before the February, would the 5-year revocation have been different, or 2, I don't know. I mean, the permanent reprimand, I get it, don't get me wrong, and it's just so, gosh, Are there any more that we know of that are coming?
From this person?
Yeah,
I don't know that off the top of my head. A lot of the times the appellate courts will send me notice and it's letting me know that this is the second or the third notice that this person has not met that deadline. And I try not to pursue that. I try to give a little bit of grace. And so sometimes, we follow through if it's right at, okay, it's been a year, what have you.
sure.
But I don't know off the top of my head right now if I've gotten any from her regarding her.
I didn't look to see what kind of court that she was in. Was she in a civil court or a felony court? Because there could be more coming up depending on how many years and later somebody asks for transcripts. But
I think it's both. I think Judge Harden's court down
Yeah.
in Matagorda is both
it's
civil
a
and
general,
criminal.
okay. So yeah, there could be some more coming related to her official work if she doesn't become any more responsive than she is.
Does she still have an obligation for the records that she took? I mean, does she still have the obligation to see them through, even though she doesn't have a license? Or is she supposed to hand them off?
Well, I know that when we retire, we still have an obligation to produce our records. I'm not really sure what authority we would have over somebody who's been suspended. I would think that at the very least, we could get them to turn their records over to a certified reporter to transcribe. I know that we had a lady several years ago who had dementia, and her son, she was in the process of getting a complaint filed against her, but she was so severely impaired mentally from her dementia that her son contacted the Reporters Association just looking for help of what to do with her work and things like that. So,
But she can't stamp it because her license is revoked. So she
Yeah.
can't.
you would have to have a certification on the record that says, I've transcribed this to the best of my ability from the materials received from the former court reporter, basically. That you're transcribing the audio the best you can, I
No,
guess.
I mean, my question is Miss Hall can't certify anything,
No,
even if she's sitting on a record from February 4th of 2025, she can't certify it now because her license has been revoked.
does it count if she was certified at the time she took it? With that?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
It was my understanding, if they were certified at the time, then they can transcribe it. And I don't know if you tweak this certificate stating that at the time that the record was taken, that I was certified. But since I'm not really sure.
I mean, the hang up that I have is one, the permanency of it, and two, it's like it's all kind of seemingly stemming from the same time. But then at what point, how many is it that we get from 5 to permanent? 5 years to permanent revocation? Because obviously we found violations and we imposed the 5-year, but this isn't, they're new in the sense that they're different, but it's not, I don't know.
has she had any prior complaints up to her recent rash of?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
these are not the first ones that have come up with her. Oh,
Well-
this is the one, never mind. She had previous trouble in the other counties. That's right. So, no, okay. Having seen people have their license reinstated and then get back licensed and continue to do the same things, I'm very hesitant to say, let's just tack on 5 more years or whatever, because it seems like if people practice that way in this profession, they practice that way and it carries and goes everywhere they go. And if she's done it here, she does get reinstated at some point, she's probably going to do it again.
Probably. It's a
I agree
pattern.
with- Oh, sorry, Janice, sorry, go. You go.
Oh, you're fine. I just said it. I agree. And it seems to be a pattern. And that, as Melanie said, typically continues to flow in this profession with reporters that we see.
And I agree with Melanie and Janice. If this is the way you operate, this is the way you operate. And whether her license is taken for a year or 5, you know, I don't see her behavior changing.
No.
I mean, I hate
Yeah.
to say that.
No,
the
and-
one that
and
did
it-
get is she was having a lot of mental health issues and they've been corrected. But if she's already revoked for 5 years, then that's a long time to be off your machine.
You would have
The
to
rec-
retest, wouldn't you? Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm like, we don't just let them come back. We make them retest.
Okay,
Right.
that's good.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, the recommendation is permanent revocation. I mean,
So permanent revocation means that even if she does get better and is in a better place in her life, if she applied again to retake the test, she would not be allowed to test in Texas.
that's how I understand it.
Okay, I thought that's how I understood it. I just wanted to make double sure in my mind.
I don't know if this matters, but I didn't see, or I might have missed it. Was there an issue with the with 0832? Was there an issue with the case because of the lateness of the record?
I mean, implicitly so. I mean, they can't move forward with the appeal until, I
Right.
mean, they have to get the record before anything else is done.
Right.
Is that the one that there were exhibits lost and had to be
Yes.
regenerated? Yeah.
Yes, and then the exhibits
The one.
had to
Yeah.
be filed by the court staff.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there were exhibits in the other one too that went missing, I think.
Yeah.
And the one in the 07791, I think too.
Correct. She never mailed the transcript or the exhibits back to the complainant in that case.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is
okay.
just a very stressful job. It's not for everybody, you know. I don't know. I guess I'll just leave it at that.
No, I appreciate
Well,
that. And
I'm sorry, Molly.
no, I'm looking back through the timeline too, and it's like, I mean, she had already been held in contempt and like had to go to jail to turn the record around and everything. And then based on the one that's the 0832, the timing of that, like it's still, and the thing is that it's the lack of communication and the lack of
Responsiveness.
Yeah, and I get it. She's in a hole and seemingly trying to dig her way out. Maybe not, but like we can't help anything if you don't
If
talk
you
to
don't know
us.
there's
So,
a
okay,
problem, can't fix a problem.
okay.
Right.
The-
And the second one occurred April. She had already been reprimanded at that time.
Because
Yet changed.
the February 25th would be the date that the JBCC order issued, not the date that our recommendation went up. Is that right? Yeah. So she's got it. Okay. The recommendation for the staff recommendation for 0779 and for 0832 is permanent revocation of Miss Hall's certification. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion that for cause number 0779 and 0832 regarding Jennifer Hall, that her license is permanently revocated.
Is it your motion that we accept the staff in 0779? We accept the staff recommendation of permanent revocation of Ms. Hall's certification effective the date of the final order and a finding of violation of Code of Ethics 4B1 7E, 8E, and 10M, and for 0832, it's our recommendation also for permanent revocation effective the date of the final order with a finding of violations of 4B1, 5B, 8B, and 10F.
Yes,
All right.
perfectly said.
With that being Ms. Ede Meadows' original motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. Any further discussion we need to have? All right. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Those opposed? Okay. That will be our recommendation. Okay. I now finally call agenda item 3D in the matter of Teresa Ward, cause number 0793.
And we're actually going to go ahead and skip that one. We were able to reach a settlement with Miss Ward, so we can take that off of the agenda.
Say what? That's great news. Those are the agenda items I have. The selection of a complaint review committee to attend the meeting on November 7th. I am looking at my calendar. I have a bench trial that is not happening. I can attend that meeting.
Thank you,
Would
Molly,
be
and I will
thrilled to
send
have-
you the Zoom link.
Thank you.
I can be a backup, Molly, if anything should happen or change with your schedule.
Love to hear that, Janice. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Janice.
Okay, the next agenda item, future meetings, TBD. Do we have anything, any idea or any anticipated idea?
Not at this time.
Awesome. Okay, agenda item number 6, any public comments?
I don't believe so.
No public.
Nobody's hanging out? All right. Agenda item number 7, adjournment.
I make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second.
Excellent. All right, guys.
May
right.
we be excused?
Yes, may we?
Surely. I love all of that. I hope everybody has a great weekend. It's nice weather here in Houston this morning, so hopefully that's true wherever you are in the great state of Texas. So
It's
Thank you
beautiful
all.
here.
Yep.
Thank you all.
Everybody,
Y'all have a good
thank you.
weekend.
Thank you so much.